you're not only a musician, but you're an author.
I am.
You just put this out, which I just picked up, and not only am I intrigued to read it because of obviously what you've gone through, but just the fact that someone can write a book. I've always thought for myself to be able to have the discipline to write. I know what goes into writing. I've tried to do it in the past, and I failed miserably.
Right.
How do you fit that in with your schedule?
You take 8 months away from everything else.
Right. And focus on it, right?
Yeah. Like I tried writing on the road, and I'd always, since I was a kid, I wanted to write a book. And I did all the things that the great writers did, like Hemingway and Hunter S. Thompson, Bukowski, all these people that, I drank, I got in fights, womanizing, all that stuff. I did everything the writers did except for write.
Right.
So I got sober, 5 years ago, and then finally it was, this was time to write a book. And I tried to write on the road, on tour, and heavy metal tour, as I'm sure you can, you imagine, is not the place for serious, concentrated, creative effort. And so I left my hometown. I rented a cheap beach house for 8 months down in North Carolina and just sat there. And that's the hardest thing, is like just sitting, making yourself sit down.
And then to be alone with your solitude is tough.
Yeah. My wife had to bring my cat because I was talking to myself too much. And then finally I had my cat Salad. I got to talk to him. At least I didn't feel quite so crazy.
Right.
But that's the hardest thing, is just sitting down. And the writing wasn't the hard part. It was sitting down.
And you talked about Bukowski. I'm a big fan. It makes you wonder how these guys could do what they did, and then just hammer on the keys.
Well, guys like Bukowski and William S. Burroughs and Hunter S. Thompson are kind of a dangerous role model, and Hemingway for a young man to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they are the exception to the rule. Like I'm saying, I did all the drinking and all that stuff they did. Except for writing. They were the exception to the rule. And if you look at, Hunter S. Thompson and Hemingway and Bukowski and William S. Burroughs, two of those guys committed suicide.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the other one was strung out till he was dead. It's just it's a sort of a myth that the substances fuel the creative process.
I being someone who also is sober long time, no, I don't believe in that at all. I think your best creativity comes out when you're clear-headed.
Yeah, I bought into that.
And I think the proof is in the pudding with this. #1 in Canada last week.
Dude, thank you so much, Canada. Thank you. It's our second #1.